Hey everyone! Welcome to another speed building video. This time is a sort of a container home. It's based on a picture I saw of a house that was made with a container. So, you know, it's just I ended up calling it improved container because I have no imagination when it comes to names, but I quite like how it ended up. It's, yeah, you'll see, I suppose, but it's a one-bedroom home, so it's not a huge house, and it's on a 20 by 15 lot. So again, there's not a lot of space. However, I think we use the space quite well. So that's all right. We've got columns, kind of the big columns up, and I'm just here trying to, doing the wallpaper. I really wanted to use that soundstage panels that came with Get Famous. It kind of matched what was in the picture for that part of the building. However, in the end, I didn't end up using them, but you'll see me figure it out eventually. I took ages to figure out what I wanted the outside to be, but I think in the end, what we ended up with was pretty good. I'm quite happy with how it turned out in the end. So we've got a lot of darker colours. I mean, at the moment we've got the black there. I ended up with, not the black. At the moment we've got the grey there, but it took a while. It took me ages. I was just like, what looks good? What looks good? This is all. It didn't quite work out. Nothing fit. I'm sure it all would have looked fine, but nothing fit my vision. So, it's just, a lot of the house, like the fence, I end up using out the front. A lot of the fixtures inside, so like kitchen, bathroom fixtures, ended up being more industrial themed, just because I felt that that's what fit with the build. So yeah, see, I tried to use it. It was too dark against the black there, so it didn't quite work out. I ended up using something else, which it's always fun, but we got there eventually. I think the way it turned out was pretty good. Oh man, it's warm. I just turned off my fans, by the way, multiple fans, so that I could record this voiceover, because otherwise you would not be able to hear me. It's just so warm. I hate the summer, but whatever. It's one of those things. Summer sucks. I miss my winter. But yeah, here we are, just doing a few things. Still working on the outside. It took me ages, like I said. I've got that half wall there for that balcony outside. I am quite happy with the balcony, but I would hang out on the balcony a lot. You're protected from the sun, so because it's all that roof. I just quite like it. But yeah, I think this is finally what we went with for the outside. I think we're finally there. Just gotta do like staircase, windows, figure out where I wanted things in the floor plan so that I could put in the windows. Again, it was quite modern windows, and there's a lot of light cut that goes in. At the front there, they're those windows, but you get some of the larger windows on the side of the house. So that's all right. And then just it has plenty of light getting into the house. So natural light is not an issue. Like, you're gonna have plenty of natural light coming into the house. So if you're a fan of that, it's a good thing. Flooring, that was also a difficult one. I went with those rustic floorboards that are base game ones, just because I felt that fit more with the theme, kind of. I don't know. I just quite like to use. I mean, like, I maybe would have used something else, but all the other floorboards look far too polished. And I don't mean like literal polish. I mean like too nice. Either that or like it just didn't quite fit, so I went with those rusted ones. I quite like it. We've got the hedge out the front up by those windows, and then we've got a path up to the front, I'd say front door. It's the only door. Oh, it's the only door, but it's right. And then we've got the kitchen. Like I said, we've got those industrial, like, counters, like the raw ones or whatever they're called. It's just what I went with. And then we've got quite the island counter. I was like, do I want to do the curved ones? And then it didn't quite look right, and I didn't. And it's just a bit of a rectangle. It's not quite centered. So this is the only thing that bugs me about the kitchen. It's not in the center, but that's because it's so close to the front door that I didn't want like, I could have added extra. I didn't want it to be too close to that door. I mean, it's already quite close to that door, but I didn't want to, use up too much of the space. But I think it turns out alright, and it looks okay. So, like, yeah, just putting in some light so that I can see what the heck I'm doing. In the end, I think it's alright, because then I also put a bin there, and yeah, but it's just a bit. That's the only thing that bugs me about the kitchen, but it'll be fine. It's fine. And then also down there we've got like the living room. It's open. It was a container once. I didn't want to put in the wall or anything. So what I imagine, and it doesn't not quite matches with the picture I saw, but the bottom floor was a container. They added that second floor, which wasn't. I don't know, it might have been. But, and again, like I said, I used those raw industrial fixtures. Except for the bath shower, I just used the regular. It's alright. It's alright. And then the bathroom is very plain. It's just like white tiles on the wall, white tiles on the floor. You know what? It's fine. It's just a bathroom. You don't spend a lot of time in there. You just go in there to poop, Like, it doesn't have to look great. I don't know. But yeah, here I am working on the living space. I used one of the Get Famous couches and Get Famous chairs. So, it's, yeah, I got some of the new pack in here. But, I quite like how the lounge is. The living space, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. This is the point where I'm like, is that even? I needed to count, and I needed to make sure it looks fine. I need to stop panicking. The path looks fine. Here I am trying to figure out what the bedroom is. So it's like sort of a loft bedroom, kind of. Went with one of the living ones. It just worked with the house, with the room, just putting in bookcases, and again, I continued that industrial theme for like a lot of the other furniture as well downstairs. So the computer desk, the bookcase, the table, the TV is on, those are all like that same raw industrial sort of thing. Upstairs, it's quite a large bathroom, and I was like, not bathroom, bedroom, and I was like, what do I do? Oh, you can put in like sort of activity things. So I put in some gym equipment. I mean, who keeps gym equipment in their bedroom? I don't know. My bedroom wouldn't be big enough for that. My bedroom, like in reality, for what it can fit in, would be like a quarter of the size of this bedroom if I was to make it in size. So, you know. But yeah, it's quite a large space, but I think, it's comfortable for the bedroom anyway. Then upstairs we've got the balcony. I decided to put in a few different things. There's a seat, a spa. You gotta have your hot tub, your spa pool, whatever you want to call it. We call it spa pools. I've gone over this before, but you might be new to the channel, so yeah. I thought the balcony would be a good place for an easel. I mean, you'd get so much inspiration there. Not in the rain or the snow, but you know what, it's fine. I'm just putting in a few different things there. I also put out a little side table there, and you can put stuff like you put your painting equipment, and I don't know, I can hear my cat, a cat, I don't know if it's one of my cats, can hear a cat, but I'm just gonna leave them figure out their own problems. They're cats, they can do that. And here I'm just putting in some stuff to I don't know, just some more decorative stuff, just to make it look a bit more lived in. Got that cabinet up there, moving the coffee table a bit. I don't know, look, I'm just figuring it out. Just figuring out what I even want to do with the space. And then, all the little appliances and stuff that you can put in the kitchen, so a coffee machine, microwave, that kind of stuff. I don't know what I was doing there, but it's fine. It's fine. Ugh. And then I put in one of those more industrial looking lights over the island counters. I moved the light over, so it's just for the aesthetic rather than for the lighting, for the aesthetic. Just putting in a few things here and there. A rug, gotta have the nice rug for your toesels. I don't know what I'm saying. I haven't used that rug before, like that colorway of that rug, so it was a bit different, but I thought it was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this before, but it fits very well here, so put that in there. Put in a few different little plants and stuff. It's not a lot of landscaping outside, but we'll eventually get to that. And then, yeah, a few planters and stuff, just to make it a bit more lived in, or whatever you want to say. I don't know. Just, we're going into the more decorative side of things. So now that we've got all the stuff that's needed, we go to the decor. That's just how I build it. It's just how I do it. I did do all of this in one sitting as well. So, like, sometimes, okay, when I do things in multiple sittings, I'll come back and change something sometimes. And just be like, have a fresh look at something. I didn't do that this time. So maybe if I had, it could have ended up differently. But it didn't. I wanted to get it done. I was in the zone. I was in the building zone. So there we go. Just kind of got there. It's nice. I mean, if you have one sim or a couple that lived there, they would be comfortable. They could, they could have a very comfortable life there. Not for a family, but one or two sims. It'd be a nice life. So, yeah. And then I thought, okay, so this is a container home, and this is like, we've got this industrial look, so I decided to add in those like frames at the back just to kind of make it look like there's a bit more holding the whole thing together. I mean, I could have done it in more places, but yeah. And yes, you can see the beams through the window. That's just how it is. I tried with those little wooden beam things, but it didn't really work out. It wasn't. They stayed there for a while. I thought about it, and then I was like, no, I'm going to get rid of them. So we didn't keep them, but I thought, I was like, let's give this a go, see how it goes, and maybe it'll work out. It didn't. But you gotta try these things. Otherwise, how are you supposed to know? And then into the bathroom, just putting in, I think I changed my mind there. Yeah, I put in towels and hand towel, I don't know. Just going through all of the last bit of clutter items, just finalising what we want. I think we're in the props section, so like I wasn't going to add any of that stuff in there, was I? It does get a bit ridiculous. And then, of course, a bin, a mailbox, and the indoor bin went in there as well. And that's when I got rid of those beams. But then now we're going into the landscaping. There wasn't much. I kept those hedges there. And then I thought about putting some ivy up the column, but it didn't, not really what I wanted, so it's fine. Just having a look through. I put in a big flower bush and a tree, I think. It's not a lot of landscaping. There's not a lot of space for landscaping anyway. It just makes it look a bit nicer in there. But as we're going and finishing off the landscaping and then going into the pictures, this is available for download on the gallery. There'll be a link down in the description below, or you can look for AnnelieseMB on the gallery. That's my EA ID. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!